Hi there, we are back again to talk about the five senses, this time how it can relate and be used in your marketing efforts. If you are within a 1 mile radius of a Burger King, you know it, right? You know it because of the smell. They pump that glorious smell into the air and it just lures people in. It's very recognizable and they've done it long enough that everybody knows that char-broiled smell, I guess. That's what it is. I don't know. That is a way that they're incorporating smell into their advertising. Being in a visual industry, we can get a little creative on how to incorporate smell into our industry. I use smell particularly with my Santa experience, which is a legacy edition, a limited edition session that I do every year, 2 days a year. And I want to, it's a shorter time period, so that's less time that I have to give them an all-encompassing experience. So we go all out, and all those gorgeous smells of Christmas have to be everywhere from the moment they walk into the building, not even my studio, but into the building, and they are smelling Christmas trees and cinnamon and ginger and all those smells that we all recognize as distinctively holiday. Smell can also go along with in marketing as part of your client experience, because the best marketing always is word of mouth. So creating that element of experience gives people something to talk about and go home and tell about. You can interweave the senses by combining imagery with, beautiful steam rising up from coffee, and combine that with words that are descriptive and offer that sense of smell without you being able to pump it through a screen or a billboard or whatever. There are a lot of different ways to incorporate that. You just have to get a little bit creative. Taste. There are ways that we can incorporate taste into our marketing. We have a really fun Santa festival. I call it a Santa festival because I get excited for Santa still. But it's when they turn on the lights downtown. Our downtown does lights on all the trees and on the courthouse, and they have this, get together basically of the whole community. And they have Santas, and they have music, and they have this great little experience for our downtown. One of the ways that I advertise there is I have my door open to my studio because it's right here on the courthouse square, right where I am, and pass out cookies. And I offer business cards along with the cookies. I've done branded cookies. I've done a tray of foods that are kind of built into my logo to look like my logo. There are a lot of ways to incorporate food, but what you're doing is sending people home with something comfortable, something cozy, and that's what they'll remember. So you can stack that marketing and stack those feelings before people have a direct experience with you. Touch is a good one, that anything tangible that you send out. It used to be that we'd get mailers all the time, mailers, magazines, catalogs in the mail. That's not so much the case anymore. So now it's a little less conventional to be able to send something in the mail. And I've probably done 1 million talks on my postcards because it was such a successful campaign, continues to be, because I continue to adjust it and change it. One cool thing that you could do with business cards, with postcards, with brochures is to add a texture to them. Something that people want to touch, something people want to feel and put their hands on. You can use velvet. You can use like a pebble texture, the way we do with photo paper. The sky is the limit. There are all kinds of ways to incorporate a feeling on something that you're mailing your clients. When you're flipping through a magazine and you just flip it open, generally it's going to be the little cardboard, inserts that are in there, that are stuck in there as an advertisement. It's a different texture. It stands out because it's a different thickness. And that allows that marketing to be more effective. And it's so subtle that it's not in your face salesy, but it's subtle. It's a change in texture. It's a change in textile that gets the attention. And that's what you want. You want the attention. Sound is another one that's kind of easy. There are 1 million ways to make some cool video or slideshow, or even just images, like a still image with some music or some sound behind it. And again, be aware of the copyright. You don't want to infringe on anybody else. But add something that will be a little more attention getting, and it'll evoke these feelings that you want people to have when they think of you and your brand. Insight, as always, we're photographers, we're visual people, and incorporate your gorgeous images every corner that you can tuck them into the world. That's just the start of a way that you can look at marketing from every side of a cube, every side of the box, to help yourself stand out from the absolute sea of photographers that are out there. There are ways to do it. There are always ways to be unique and be definitively you. Make sure that you're not overlooking any of the senses in ways to go about that. Thanks, guys. Make sure you subscribe.